This morning's gym session is going to be fueled by coffee. No pre-workout or energy drink. What's going on, friends? Welcome to a new vlog. Actually, this might be the last time I'm making a video here because tomorrow is going to be our last day at Self-Made. So we may be going back to Lifetime. We've had some conversations, like Gino's had some conversations with people from Lifetime and they're trying to get him to go back. So I don't really know what's going to happen, but maybe. If not, then we'll go somewhere probably in Fountain Hills. But this place right now is just over our budget, to say the least. So yeah, I figured I'll use this spot while I can. This is my favorite new spot, but I only get like 2 more days on it. So I wanted to give you an update about this job situation. I don't think I ever even talked about it because, like, you guys already know, I really didn't want to go back to engineering. Like, I left it for a reason. I left corporate for a reason. But with everything that was going on and I was looking for a job, I realized, okay, I can either work something minimum wage or I can go and get an engineering job where I can get paid for my time while I figure out my next thing. However, while I was looking at engineering jobs, I started getting literally like all these reliving all these traumatic experiences that like happened to me the first time around going into like a corporate job with engineering. And it was so weird. It's like I remembered like all these times where like everything that didn't make sense to me. Like, how was it that I absolutely loved going to school and I absolutely loved like learning everything when it came to engineering. I was good at it. I enjoyed it. I was like interested in it. And then the moment I started working, it just felt like it was shit. Like, I hated it. I was not motivated by it. Like, nobody had to motivate me in college. When I was working, it's like I could not get myself to do anything. So I had to visit a lot of that, and I realized, okay, first of all, with this mindset of like how much I'm resenting it, I'm not getting a job. I'm not gonna find a good one. So, or it's gonna take me forever. So it's just not gonna work out. So I either have to like resolve it or stop trying to look for an engineering job. So I was like, okay, let me just like look through and see if I can resolve it. And I don't know where I'm going with this. But what I did was I thought about all the things I didn't like about how everything happened the first time around. And the biggest thing was like the first time around, I took whatever job that I possibly could get because I was graduating and I needed money like really bad. Like, I was graduating, I literally was like homeless for like a few months. I was living at my friends, like from this couch to that couch, because I just didn't have a place to go. And like I was always by myself. So it was really weird. It's like I felt like there was nobody I could rely on, so I had to like get whatever I could. And because of that, I feel like that was a big reason why I ended up in a situation I didn't want to be in the first place. So I decided this time around, if I am gonna go back to a career or like a corporate job, I'm gonna be very intentional about it, and I'm gonna think about exactly what it is that I want and everything that I didn't like about the other job, and basically reverse it. So one of the biggest things, for example, that I didn't like is it was like every man for themselves. Like, nobody, like the group or the team, nobody invested into you, and nobody cared about like if you actually knew how to do the job, if you needed any help with it. And I feel like that, to me, it's like it just seemed like there was competition within the team instead of like collaboration within the team. That didn't make any sense to me. I'm like, if we're all working towards one thing, then why are we fucking fighting each other? And it's like every man for himself. So that was like one thing that I really didn't want to have the second time around. So basically what I did is I just wrote down everything that I wanted that would be like in the perfect situation, what would I want. And then after that, I started applying to some like engineering sales jobs, which I find very interesting because it allows me to do some technical work, but also use a lot of the sales and business knowledge that I've learned in the past 3 years and kind of like put them together. And I feel like that would be really fun. So that's like one of the main like categories of jobs I apply to. The second category of jobs that I apply to, first of all, I used to work at Chrysler and I fucking hate cars. I literally don't like cars. Like, I've never liked cars. I avoided all the automotive classes at my college. I took everything aerospace. Never wanted to take anything in the auto. I didn't give a shit about it. So I'm like, of course I didn't like my job. But so the other thing that I'm doing is I'm applying to aerospace companies. One of the big ones that I've applied to multiple positions there is Blue Origin. And I don't know if you've heard of Blue Origin, but it's pretty cool. They basically send people to space, and their whole mission is to like make working and living in space possible for the future generation, which I think is very noble, and I love that. Funny thing, I was looking into it. I'm like, why is this company branded to the teeth? Like, they're so fucking branded and like aesthetic. I was looking into it, and turns out, guess who owns Blue Origin? Jeff Bezos. Of course he does. So anyway, so after I found all these things, I was like, okay, cool. So I applied to a bunch of Blue Origin jobs. Systems integration is like mostly what I've done. I never really liked design. I always liked systems. I like to see how everything works like together instead of like just one thing, how that works. Like I don't really, it's like it doesn't, I just like to see the whole system. So anyway, I applied to a whole bunch of those, and that's it. So I'm gonna see where this goes. I'm gonna keep applying. I set a limit for myself to 3 jobs a day because it's so exhausting. Because I want to find the right thing. I don't want to just apply to whatever. And then I also write a cover letter for every single one, and I also like kind of match my resume keyword search to every single one. So it's exhausting. It's like writing 3 essays a day. It's crazy, and that's just like, it's like researching and then writing 3 essays a day. And so anyway, that's where I'm going with that. I just wanted to give you an update. I have heard from a few places. I've been doing this for a week now. I did get some like denials in the email from some places, but I also did get a phone interview yesterday that I did, and I'm really excited about it, and I hope this one works. It is a sales engineering job, and to me, it's like I'm seeing this now as like a potential like career, because I feel like I could do what I want is like to have something stable, but that also gives me like the ability to do all the other things I want on the side, like my businesses, my t-shirt company, you know, my violin. Like those are really important to me, and I feel like I want to have both. But also, I know from working in personal training, if I don't have something that I'm doing for work that's challenging enough on a mental level, on like a mind level, like literally, if it's not analytical enough, I get so fucking bored. I literally get like, I just can't keep doing it. It's just not enough for me. I feel like I'm not fulfilled. So I'm hoping that if I get something that I like in the company that I like, with a team that I like, that I feel like everybody helps each other, then it's like I can do that for work, and then I can do my own things on the side for my business and for violin and everything like that. I think that would make me the happiest. And I don't know, like I have no regrets about taking a break. I have no regrets about leaving corporate. I don't think I ever made the wrong decision, ever. But I also don't think that this is the wrong decision to go back. I think if it's meant to be, it will be. If it's the right thing, it will happen. That's what I think. But anyway, I'm just rambling. I'll give you an update. So I had one phone interview with a recruiter. I didn't realize I applied to a recruiter's like website, but I guess that's what it was. So now, so I talked to him, and he liked me, and I liked what he was saying about the company. So he pushed my resume forward to the actual hiring company. So now the next step is to have basically an interview with the sales manager at the hiring company. And then if that goes well, like a video interview. If that goes well, then we'll do an on-site interview. And then that's it, like wrap it up from there. So anyway, I'm really excited. I've been looking stuff on YouTube about sales engineering, and I think like long-term career-wise, I much prefer being in that role, and I see myself being able to learn a lot, which is very important to me. Like learn a lot, improve, and also like I like the idea of working with a customer and having a start and an end like goal. And something that I really didn't like about working in a corporate job setting within just engineering was that there was no end. Like it was never defined. Like maybe you did something and maybe it worked, and then maybe they used it, or maybe the project went out of like maybe they stopped caring about the project. Like, you just really never know. It just seemed like it was a hodgepodge all the time. There was no like, okay, this is a definitive goal and we're fucking marching towards it. And I'm like that. That's the kind of person I am. I'll fucking go. Like, if I have, like, that's why I got through school so well. Like, if I have a goal, end goal, like, I'll fucking go. I don't care what it takes. Like, I'll do it. So it's like, I feel like being in that sales tech role is gonna allow me to do both. So I'm really excited about it, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just gonna let it play out. I'm not gonna like have an expectation or like set my mind on something specific, because I don't want to also be disappointed at the end. Like, I just want to like be at peace. That's what I want. Anyway, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna do 20 minutes of stairs, cry, and then I'm gonna do some upper body today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna do legs. Tomorrow's our last day here, so I want to make sure I get that in, and then we'll see if this lifetime thing works out or not. But if it does, it's probably gonna be sometime next week. So I may not have access to a gym for maybe a week or so. We'll figure it out. Okay, let's go. I talked a lot. I think I definitely babbled. I have been watching Emily in Paris on the Stairmaster, and I feel like that show is honestly so cringe. Like, it really is, but it's like visually stimulating because they make it so pretty, so it gets me through Stairmaster. But I don't know. The first season was good, but I feel like the more seasons they make, the more cringe it gets. Okay, I'm gonna take you guys through my upper body workout, which is basically back and shoulders. So I started off with a back exercise. I'm doing these face pulls, or kind of like high rows, to hit my middle back, basically for posture and just like strengthening those muscles, because that's important to me. And then I supersetted that with reverse flies, neutral grip, which again targets the same middle back muscles, because I'm trying to like really get the most bang for my buck and exhaust that muscle completely. So I did these back-to-back 4 sets of 10 to 20 reps, and then I finished off the back workout with these assisted pull-ups. I used a red band, and I'm doing pull-ups because I figured if I do these, then it kind of combines like rows and like lat pull downs and all the back workouts into one. So that was perfect for me. And then I wanted to do some shoulders at the end, so I just did 1 shoulder superset. I'm starting off with these reverse Arnold press motion. That's kind of like something about Arnold press, but in reverse. So you want to go with a lighter weight, and it's more for like shoulder mobility. So I did that to warm up my shoulders and like get them already pumped up. And then I went straight into just a regular barbell shoulder press, which I'm pushing more weight with, but my shoulders were already tired, so it's kind of like pre-exhausting it. So then I can also get, again, the biggest bang for my buck. So yeah, that was it. I did 4 sets of 10 to 12 for the shoulder superset as well. We're done, friends. That was a good workout. Every time I do 20 minutes of Stairmaster, I just feel so accomplished. But yeah, I did some back. Whoa, it's raining. What the hell? It's raining. That's weird. Look at that. Look at that. It's not really raining. It's just like sprinkling. I did some back and some shoulders. My shoulders are already super sore. I did something really different this time. I can't wait to show you. It's really, really good. It's like for shoulder mobility, I would say. Like, really feels like it's lubricating the joint. But yeah, gonna go home, have some breakfast, apply to more jobs. Daddy, where are you going? To pee-pee? What a baby. What is that thing? He's so tiny.
Look at my water bottle next to him.
Let me see his feetsies. His little feet. Let me see his little feet. Oh, they're so tiny.
Let me pick you up.
What is it?
Alright, fine. You want down?
Is he trying to lay down?
You want down?
Here we go. Didn't I just say like 2 days ago that we may go to Lifetime, and it's Sunday and we are already at Lifetime? It's insane literally insane how some of the timings and like our life has always worked. The 31st, I told you, was Saturday, and I told you it was gonna be our last day at Selfmade. And then something worked out where we got a membership at Lifetime, like literally on that day. So, I mean, we're not paying for it, but Gino's basically gonna go back to Lifetime for I don't know how long, but he's gonna start back up at Lifetime. Mama is still waiting to hear back about my job application, my interview, but also it's like Memorial Weekend or something. So, is it Memorial Weekend or Labor Day weekend? Do you know?
Labor Day.
Labor Day weekend. Yeah, so I guess we'll wait till Tuesday. But anyway, we're here. Gonna go work out. I have to do legs, and I forgot to charge my phone, so it's not gonna go well. But yeah, what I do want to do is I want to try the cold plunge here and like the amenities. Like I love the amenities at Lifetime, the fucking steam room and shit. But not today. Today's not the day. Although it should have been. Huh?
You want to do stairs first?
Yeah. As expected, I spent half of my time, the majority of my time, talking to people at Lifetime. This happens every time I go to Lifetime. I just like talk more than I work out, but it's good. I don't mind it. It was actually fun. Anyway, we're home. We're gonna eat. We got these bagels. Gino's been on a fucking bagel train for a while, so we got these bagels from fucking Costco, and we got one bag, and then the guy said that it's two, like you can get two for the price of one, so you get one for free. Of course, we were like super excited. Like free bagels. So now I'm having fucking bagels with my breakfast instead of the regular Ezekiel toast. So if I get fat, we're gonna blame the bagels.
I want change. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's up to me. I know what you mean.
So I'm gonna have these eggs. I'm also gonna make juice and collagen, which I haven't had in a long time. And I'm really excited for it. It's really good. Hold on. So I have... Did you pause it? Yeah. Gino's listening to Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson's, like their podcasts, and it's really good. But yeah, this is the collagen I use. And I mix it with a little bit of water, like warm water. So it's mixed, and then I put orange juice over it, organic. It's so good. I'll show you. Here's my juice and collagen. I feel like this is the elixir of a life. For real. It's like vitamins and collagen and I don't know. So I think I'm actually gonna wrap up this vlog because I really want to edit it. This one kind of like went over a couple of days, and when that happens, I don't like to stretch it out too much because then I just fucking lose track of what's going on. But I did want to show you one of my t-shirt designs. So I have all 3 designs done. Like it's literally done. So I just now have to figure out the next step. The next step is going to be basically finding what kind of clothing I want to put them on. I know 2 of them are going to be on t-shirts. I don't know if I want to make the third one also into a t-shirt. I really wanted to have a hoodie, but that one is more complicated than t-shirt. Especially for like the kind of stuff that I want. It's like I have a higher expectation of what I want, but it also makes it harder for me to get started on it, if that makes any sense. So anyway, I'm going to show you one of my designs. I'm also filling up these water bottles. It's crazy. Gino and I used to spend like $400 a month on bottled water because we used to get the Evians and we were getting those Fijis and we were getting the Smart Water. But now I just like we just filter water and I fill these up. I'll show you the water filter. I think I've shown you guys this before. Yeah, so this is the water filter. So I just fill up these and I put them in the fridge. I have like 4 of these. This is just a 3. But yeah, just to save, and we've been doing this for a while now. I think it's been like, I don't know, has it been a year? No, it definitely hasn't been a year. It's been probably 6 months. But yeah, these are awesome. So I just like put these in the fridge and we just have cold water. But let me show you one of my designs. I am very hard on myself. I'm like, oh, these are like whatever. But honestly, I look at other anime t-shirts and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, but I told you, like, I am in my creative decade, so this is just the start of it. It's just, I'm gonna get better at it. I just need to like be more accepting of where I am instead of like having this insane expectation. But if I didn't have an insane expectation, I wouldn't be me. So this is one of my designs. I'm really excited about this one. I love black and white with a dash of color. Like, that's one of my favorite things. I genuinely like, the simpler the better. Like, it's my favorite. I like clothes that are easy to wear, that I don't have to like think too much about it, that I don't have to like coordinate it too much. That's why. And also, like, I want them to be comfortable, and like I want them to like enhance the way that my body looks. Like, there's a lot of like women attire. Honestly, there's a lot of like women's clothes that people wear, and it's like a style, but it's like you look worse with it on than you did without it. And I'm like, if the clothes aren't enhancing the way that your body is shaped, then why should you ever wear it? Which is why I wear a lot of like athleisure clothes, because to me it's like athleisure clothes are gonna enhance the way that you look, like the way that they fit, make your body look better. So I'm like, I just don't understand why a lot of girls just keep wearing shit because it's a trend, even though it just does not suit their body type, and it makes their body looks worse than it did without the clothes on. So anyway, that's like my fucking pet peeve. But it does make my life a lot harder, because it's really hard to like get that stuff if you don't have a clothing designer that you're working with, or you don't know how to like make clothes or sew clothes or whatever. Or at least I haven't figured it out, but we'll figure it out at some point. I just wanted to show you that design, and that's definitely gonna go on a t-shirt. I also probably will make it into like a vintage one as well. Like, this one is not a vintage, this one like is a regular t-shirt. The ones that Gino wears are like a vintage wash kind of style, and I like those as well. So yeah, I'm gonna figure that out today a little bit. And something else I want to do today is play some violin. I know it's been a while. It's been so long that I can no longer say that I know how to play it. I don't even think I do know how to play it, but we'll figure it out. I am gonna end this vlog though, so I can get to editing it and posting it today. And yeah, tomorrow's Monday. Gina's gonna start at Lifetime soon, and like, who knows what's gonna happen. I feel like our schedule is gonna go through a big shift. We're used to like making meals at home. Once I start working, we're gonna have to figure out how to like pack food and stuff, and that's like, it'll be interesting, definitely. One of the things I've always disliked was like having to heat up food and like eat like having to eat like prepped food is just so annoying to me. I feel like it's gross. So I wish that like it's like, I wish I could just make my lunch. Like, if I just had access to a kitchen midday at work, I would just make my lunch. It would take me like 20 minutes, 15 minutes to make it, 15 minutes to eat it, 30 minutes, I'm done, and the meal's fresh. Like, why don't I have why hasn't anybody thought about that? I would totally do it. Anyway, I'm gonna end this vlog, friends, and stay tuned for the next one, because who the fuck knows what we're gonna be doing by then, even though it's gonna be like in a day or two or whatever. But our life seems to be changing at the speed of light. But in all the good ways. All right, see you in the next one.